whichever you want to call me. Just wanted to let you know we're on our third set of the first box, the third set of 10. See what we got. So right at the top, we got a really Bew 60D. AU, I should say, but that's worth keeping for sure. That's a pretty nice one, I'd say. Look like a repunchment mark there. Got a couple good look, good looking coins here. Here's another one. 1971 D. That's got a nice repunchment mark on it. That's in great shape. That goes in my repunchment mark file. Filed under identify one day. I'm sure you guys got some. Alright. Well, I see no wheat pennies off the go here, but I do see some good looking copper here. 69 there, 77, there's 69S. I did find two wheat pennies while I was taking out junkers. The first one is a 57 with the repunch mark. So it's going to be our first 50. That brings us to 5 wheat pennies. And I got another 56. Boy, he's dirty. But he's a 56D, and we'll take that, thank you. Not a problem, we'll take it. So let's get into this here, guys. Welcome back, Cash. Uh-oh, what we got right off the bat? Another one here. 46. Well, you know, most of my 46 are always pretty beat up, but at least that one's got a decent 6, but usually they're pretty beat up around here for some reason. 46 must have been a tough year in Iowa. See, now here's another AU coin. It's a 76. I'll set it aside because those have value on resale market still, but not a whole lot. That's a 59, I think. Yeah, see, he's faking me out. Here I was thinking I had another wheat penny. I'm old, but I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect, never. Well, let me get me up on screen here. In case anybody comes in and wants to talk, I better say hi to everybody. There we go, and getting on live chat right there. The one finger bender. That's me here. Alright. So let's get into this a little farther. See if we find some wheats. Look at some of this old wheat, or old copper. That's 82, and that was 70. What's this one? That's 64. That's a 69. 81, we don't need you. 21, don't need you. 22, don't need you. 13D, that's too big up for me. No. That's a 72. 74. 71. 81. 17. 16, 2 gone. 79D. 60D. That's a 79, pretty beat up. A couple junkers right here. One there, 79, 78, or no, it's a 70, isn't it? Who are you? 82, I knew it. 74. There's 68. That's a good year to check for errors. And now what's that one? 63. I thought I had a wheat penny. 68. Really nice 59p. Still got some original red on it. And there's a 60p. Another 60p. Can't give in that. 60p's are not easy to come by. 73 and 69. That's a 79, 74. There's a lot of good copper. That's a 72D in pretty good shape. Gonna start another pile here. That's 95. That's 15. That's 790. That's a really nice 70p. 90. 2004. 17. 2003. 8. 79. Is that 23? I said 22. So on 22, there's a double die on this one too. You're looking at 22 and you're looking at RTY. This isn't it. AD, I don't need that. 92D. I can put it right there. 98. 77, there's a lot of copper to take out. 71D. 80P. 82D, you don't need that one. 16, that's what I'm keeping. 68, 63D. Fingers quit working for me. Otherwise, I'll have a copper lens. Oh yeah, these rolls were loaded with copper. That's 80D, 78, 95, 2004, 75, 2008, 2012, 2006, 14, 22, 64D, 21D, 2020, 17D, 83P, 16D, 21, 70. Get some more copper down here. 76, 2009, 79, 81, 85, 23, 16, 23D, street coin, 93D, 82D, 20D, 20D, street coin, 87D, 21D, 2002, 72, 82D, 83D, 18, 13D, 13, 2010, 22, 10, 76, 82, 64 has been cleaned, 12, 14D, 19, 20, 12, 970, 90, ATD, 16D, 2001D, 96D, 7D, 70, 17D, H2 or 8912, 2 beat up. It was a 2000, but it was 2 beat up. Oh, this out here. That goes up here. Let's see what we got here. 70. Sí, abuelo, steady hands. A1D, no bueno. A5D, sí, bueno. 21, no bueno. Nada, de nada. Me gusta, bueno. Sí, bueno. Nada. Pendo. It wasn't no good. Cinco de 8 days. Nina Sachin. Dudu. Grand. Quattro. Nintendo. Ventadu. A5. If I start to try to keep doing my French, I can't keep up. 11. Tranche N. I'm gonna come and say hi yet. No. Don't be shy. Hit that like button, subscribe. Maybe you win a gift from me. And hopefully I can teach you something. I know not everything about pennies, but I know about a bunch about fishing, and I'm going to be doing giveaways. Of course, I'm going to be cornrow hunting for pennies, always doing that, but I always going to start my morning prayer up again. I was kind of stepping on one of my dear friend's toes, and I didn't want to be doing that, so I had to kind of get my life for rearranged around a little bit so I can continue down that road, because I do believe the Lord wants me doing that still. So that will be coming back. Sorry I had to let that go, but I cannot tell a lie, and I do not want to speak things that are not true. You know, so I had to go and do some research and do some learning, because had something wrong in my head, and that's okay. I want to do the due diligence to find out when I'm wrong, and I admit it when I'm wrong, and that's how you learn. If you let pride take you down, let me tell you, brother, it will. It will. Pride and the love of money. Don't let it get you guys. Those are the two biggest ones next to lust. Those three will kill most people, and I see many people will die spiritually for those three things. And let me tell you, money and power and lust that's not what you want. You want peace, happiness, tranquility, faithfulness, truthfulness, love for God. Those are the kind of things you want. Alright, so I don't know if you guys know, but on the bicentennials, the 2009 capital building is the lowest mintage of the series. So I tend to collect the ones that have the D's, but not so much the P's if they're tore up. But there are still very low mintage, so they're claiming it's going to be the new VDV sometime down the road, but I don't know if it's going to get that big a hype, but I'm sure it'll be worth a little bit more. Another 90D I got away. 92. Want to look for the narrow airline on that one. 2007, that's to look at. 2010, you want to look for double dot Iverse. 92, you're looking for narrow aim. Wham and Nam and Sam and Jam. That's a 69 D or S. Put those all together. That's 84. 80D, I don't need no more. I got enough. 77, we'll take it. 73. I'd like to be on the singing orchestra garden with you. I'd sing and dance, I'd sing romance in orchestra and we. Come on, guys. You guys are not showing up for me here in this bunch of junk. Let's get go, Joe. What you know, Billy? That 82 is just beat to death. 94D. A lot of beat up coins. 92. No. There's 69D. 94P. 95 or 98. ATU. 2005. 95. 2015. Excuse me. 97. 960. 2014. 2020, 15 is scratched, 2072, 83 looks like it's out of Cairo, 20D, 13D, 78D, 74. So sometimes you see that big scratch in that like that, you gotta kind of watch it. Sometimes there's a real chance that it was a clip puncture that didn't go all the way through, but that's not what that one was. That was just a scratch. I wanted to point that out to you, to people, your subscribers, because it's not something everybody knows. They don't know it's valuable. You won't keep it, and that's just money that you could have on. 69, 79. You're not gonna get handed into your hand every time, that's for sure. It'd be nice if you did. I've been averaging any head for about 1 every 10 boxes on the usual. Lately, it's been one every 6, but it's went up a little bit since I got done with my horde from Florida, which I won't be hunting online while I'm forward in Florida, because I might if I can get some boxes down there again, but I do plan to do some golf fishing and then doing some deep sea fishing and recording that. Do some pier fishing for people, just talking about gear and get back out there with God in my Zen area, which is fishing. I'm a diehard. My mom used to say I'd bring my own water if there was none at the lake. She wasn't far off. And I used to bring everything but the kitchen sink, they used to say, and then I had a old character of a neighbor across the street. They called him Rooster. He's a wild lord, and he's quite a guy. He's the kind of guy that comes strolling over and peeks his nose under your engine and says, "You need any help? You're doing that wrong, boy. You better tighten up that belt. You need air in that tire. You gonna shovel that walk today?" No, he would never say that, but he was a great guy. But he was a guy who would shovel both his neighbors' walks, and then he goes snowball the gals across the street if I didn't already beat him to it. It was kind of like a fight between kindness in our neighborhood of who could beat the other one out and do everybody's walk. So it's kind of nice. Those cold, bitter, winter days, it's nice to have your neighbor out there blessing you because you blessed him. And, it's just nice to see people paying it forward and getting paid back for it. It's a beautiful thing when it comes together, when it's truly a neighborhood and it's not just a group of people. Be a neighbor, know your neighbors, reach out, take the time, just get to know people, Everybody, has their problems and everybody needs someone to care about them, Let them know you care, that's the biggest thing, just. I do want to say one thing, that I've learned through the ages. I've known it since I was a young boy, and that's one of the reasons I spent so much time with my grandpa, because I knew my time with is limited. But, he did live to be 96, so I was really thankful for that. But I still remember the early 70s sitting out in his garage just yakking with him about old times and what he used to do as a kid. And I think he was born in 1910. But anyway, quite the stories that we used to share over listening to Cubs games, so that's kind of why I became a Cubs fan, because I was listening to old Harry Carey on the Squawk Box on EOM, whatever it was, I can't remember anymore, AM radio. But anyway, I used to be, hold that light still. That's near, I was that kid. You're not doing right, boy. He didn't have to say that to me often. I was a pretty smart kid. But him and I used to go out in the desert, and we gold panned, and we go hunting turquoise, and oh man, we had a time. He retired from John Deere at a young age, and he's my step grandfather. My real grandfather died when I was 2 years old, at 46. So he didn't have a long life at all. And I'm built just like him, I look like him, I talk like him. He is a drummer, and I ended up being a guitarist that had started drumming when I started drumming when I was just in third grade. I drummed the little drummer board on the varieties show for the talent contest when I was in grade school. I was afraid to get up on stage. We did dance demonstrations one year. We played George to the Warrior another year. Played Jeremiah was a bullfrog, and um, we had a good time. Had a garage band when I was younger. Many days ago when I still had hair. My friends gave me crap and said, "Man, Tim, you used to have the longest hair. I can't believe you're bald now." I said, I think that's what made me go bald was having such long hair. And then, of course, I always wear a ball cap because I wanted to keep the hair out of my eyes. That drove me nuts to have hair in my eyes. Still to this day, it drives me nuts to get a hair on my eyes. And my cats just love to rub their face on my chin and my beard. And you know how cats are. They really, when they want to show you their love, there's no doubt about it. They love you. I mean, they really truly know how to communicate with you with what they want and tell you even when their water bowl's low, you know exactly what they want and by how they act. You know, there's champions of communicating with their captors, as Lisa and I call each other. We're their captors. Yeah, the evil captors. Anyway. So that looks like it's gonna wrap that setup up. So we did a little better than that. We got our self up to 7 wheat pennies. So that's not too bad. We got 3 Canadians and a couple AUs, couple BUs. Got several to wait over here. I'll have to wait later. I get a drink here. Losing my voice. Check this liquid sitting on a log, see if it's air. It's a little one, but it's the minor one, and it's too beat up to be worth anything. Yep, I don't see no splits. I don't usually keep them unless they're really bad, and that wasn't any good anyway. All right, guys, I sure appreciate you coming in. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. I'll be right back with the next 10 rolls. Be blessed. Love you. Bye.